Today I'm talking about creative applications of ChatGPT. G'day everyone, welcome to my talk today. My name is Calum Simpson from SSW, and today I'm talking about creative applications of ChatGPT. So I've got three really cool ideas for you today. They're just random things that I brainstormed. I swear I didn't actually use ChatGPT to come up with these three ideas, but I could have, and so could you. Especially with the new browsing plugin available for ChatGPT Plus subscribers. But today, I've got three ideas for you. So first, we're going to talk smart homes. Then I'm going to talk about blog content generation. And finally, a cool little gift for your next Mother's Day, Father's Day, or just someone's birthday. First idea I've got for you, smart home. As you know well, ChatGPT is very good at creating text content based on whatever you've provided it. So what if, instead of just conversational text, we could have ChatGPT actually output commands or instructions for other systems? So we would provide ChatGPT with input data like sensor readings or other related current status information, and then have ChatGPT process that and output messages or commands to be picked up by other systems and implemented. There's really no reason why we couldn't do that. And that's why my first idea for you today is smart home automation. So let's imagine, for example, here, I've got a very basic example. I've just got a system prompt that says, you are a smart home automation system, the current status. So it's 4 p.m., 21 degrees Celsius in the living room. The windows are open, it's 30 degrees outside. There's no one at home. Now, you know that the owner preferences, they like it 25 degrees, and they like you to ask them before you do anything, okay? And here's a little more instructions here. So we're asking what action it would like to take, and it's got 4 commands that it can run. So it can set the temperature, I guess, on the air conditioner to the target, can open and close the windows, and it can send a message to the owner. So without giving it any user message, we're just gonna have it generate a system message. And you can see there, the first thing that it's done is it's going to proactively message the owner and say, hello, the current temperature in the living room is 21 degrees, windows are open, outside temperature is 30. Would you like me to close the windows and adjust the temperature to 25 degrees? So you can see like that, just imagine that this was connected up to some sort of app on the user's or the owner's smartphone, okay? They could get this as a notification from their smart home that's telling them, hey, the room is a lot colder than what you want. Would you like me to do these things? Okay, and that could just be that interaction could just be a simple chat. Okay, then the owner can reply with, yes, please. And then you can see there it's output some commands. So it's commanded to close the window and set the temperature to 25 degrees. So that's sort of like a proactive smart home automation system where rather than the user having to either program in what time schedule they want to set the air conditioner or have to look up themselves, what's the current temperature? Oh, I don't like that. It's too cold. I'm going to have to increase it. It can actually just proactively message the owner, get confirmation, and then activate the required commands that could integrate with something like Control 4. By the way, check out the SSW rules to Control 4 for more information on that, or some other home automation system. Okay, in all these systems, the hard part is always getting the commands that you need to run. So maybe they've got an app where the user inputs the commands, then actually just transmitting that to whatever system it's connected to is pretty straightforward. And so that's why the hard part here is done for us in ChatGPT. It's sort of the brains of the operation, and all it's doing is sending out these commands once the user has confirmed it. Now, of course, we could also say that the owner is happy for ChatGPT to run commands directly without asking them, and then maybe they would automatically have all their stuff taken care of for them. The fact that all it's doing is taking in text as input and giving text as output, even though the text is quite important, it's just text. So if you want to expand this and have more sensors providing input and more different commands that you want to do as output, all you have to do is update the system prompt. So there's no reprogramming or extra work involved in adding more stuff to this thing, and it's still going to make smart decisions as ChatGPT tends to do. So it's a very cool way that I think in the near future, we're going to see people developing systems like this. Also, the fact that it proactively messages the owner, not based on any preset rules or anything like that, but just based on the fact that it's detected that the owner needs to be contacted, right? So I think coming very soon, we're going to see stuff like this. Now, next thing I want to show you is content generation automation. So you may or may not have heard about my blog about tea called teatreasury.com. So this blog about tea is actually completely generated by AI. So you can see here we've got a whole bunch of different articles about tea. Now, I actually don't know anything about tea. I don't know the first thing about tea, but I've got ChatGPT to write all of these articles. And if you can't tell, the images on each article are also generated by DALL-E. So it's all entirely AI generated. I can jump in here and have a look at it. Tea in video games, a pixelated brew for virtual world sippers. Blah, blah, blah. Pretty cool. So all of this content here is all completely generated by ChatGPT. I would encourage you to go check it out for yourself. And the way that the process actually works, this blog is actually a Next.js project, and it just has a bunch of markdown files. Each markdown file is a blog post, and that's what I have ChatGPT generate for me. So I can come in here and look at it. This is an example of the blog post, this markdown file. And so this whole file here, including the metadata at the top, all of this stuff is generated by ChatGPT, and there's the image as well. So all I have to do to approve it is just merge this pull request into Mate, and that will add that blog post as a new one. So I've still got that human check in there to make sure the content's still good. And I've also added the functionality so that I can leave a comment on any part of this content that it's made and ask for a revision, and then ChatGPT will actually go away, make the revision, send me back the updated version, and I can then either approve or request additional changes. If you want to see more details on how that process works, I've made another video about it, so I encourage you to check that out. We're going to pop the video for you in the description. The final idea that I've got for you is actually as a thoughtful Mother's Day gift. Now, obviously, it doesn't have to be Mother's Day. Mother's Day is just past. It could be, a relative's birthday or Father's Day or whatever other special day you want to celebrate with your family or loved ones. So what I did for this Mother's Day was I went to Coles or Woolworths and I purchased a whole bunch of different cheese, crackers, dips, pickles, all sorts of things that I know that she loves, and salami. And then what I did was I put all of the ingredients that I bought into ChatGPT, and I asked it to generate ideas for how these could be combined together. So it's sort of given me here 8 recommendations for how to combine those ingredients. And then for each combination, it's given me some little tasting notes. I have to say, this was very, very successful. Everyone loved it. And it was also probably one of my lowest effort Mother's Day gifts ever, because all I did was go to Woolies, grab a bunch of stuff, chuck it in the bag, come home, type what I got into ChatGPT, and then print out the result. That's pretty much all I had to do there. And what it gave me was awesome. We were talking about this for a couple of hours, just sort of going through all the different combinations and enjoying them and talking about how awesome it is and how easy it is to use and all that sort of thing. So I would highly recommend it for your own sort of gift idea. And the other thing that I did was I bought a bottle of wine. I made sure to buy a bottle of wine from before 2021 so that information about it would of course be in ChatGPT's training data, which cuts off 2021. And I had it generate a little short story there about the wine, similar to a story they would tell you while you were sipping it at a winery. That's the sort of experience I was trying to get across with this gift. I've got some tasting notes, and then I also generate some pairings with the wine and the ingredients on the plate. So I was trying to give that sort of fine dining sort of experience at home. And yeah, like I said, this was very successful. I think gifts for the future are probably going to look like this, where you have a great idea and ChatGPT actually implements it for you. So definitely something to think about for your next gift is how can you use ChatGPT to turn a normal experience of just a regular cheese plate into an outstanding experience using ChatGPT to help you out. So today I've shown you 3 great ideas of how you can use ChatGPT in creative ways. I'm keen to hear what you think about it. If you've got any of your own ideas that you've either implemented or are planning to implement, I'd love to hear about them. Let's have a chat in the comments down below. This is Calum Simpson signing off for SSW TV. Have a nice day.